Heidi ho, my peeps. Another day. They just keep coming. Nothing you can do to stop them. It's another high overcast, although we do have sun coming through. Another humid afternoon. It's about 3:30. I slept from about 3 this morning to about 1:30 this afternoon. I'm turning into a cat. I think that's what's going on. I realized this today when I was talking to Grace. Okay, my sleep patterns are just kind of broken up throughout the day and night. I'll sleep for a while, I'll get up and roam the house, and I'll sleep for a while and, you know, get up and roam the house. I complain when my food dish is empty, and I'm obsessed with cleaning my butt. I mean, I'm just like a cat. I don't know, pretty soon I know what's going to happen to me. I'm going to start eating raw fish. Well, I love sushi, come to think of it. Maybe I started turning into a cat a long time ago and I just wasn't paying attention. Anyway, so I'm just talking to you because I'm tired of wandering around the house and I wanted to say hi. Wanted to share something that's so cool. Like, you know, my kid and I like to dumpster dive. Well, he called me last week and he said, "Hey, Mom," he says, "I was going through this pile and I found this book. I think it might be valuable." And I said, "Really? What is it?" And he says, "Well, it's something about lost books of the Bible. I'll send you a picture." Well, this is what the book is. It's called The Lost Books of the Bible and the Forgotten Books of Eden. Well, this was originally published in 1926. I think it's been in publication pretty much ever since then. I'm not sure. I haven't read it or really taken a good look at it. I don't know what, you know, religious flavor it is. But he gets on eBay and he found a first edition first printing that was that had sold for $400. This one, it's got the same cover and stuff as a first edition. It doesn't tell you which edition it is or when it was printed, but it does say it's the 16th printing. So it could be, who knows which edition it could be. It could be far up on the scale, hard to tell. So anyhow, it's in really, really good shape. It's got a little bit of water damage here and there, but it's very minor. It's just, you know, just a little bit of staining. We've got a little bit of wear on the edges of the binding, but other than that, it's in great shape. The paper's in really good shape. So, I guess I'll probably list it for him and see how much you can get for it. So that was cool. My kid has got an eye, I swear. He can look at a pile of plastic junk and broken bottles and fish around. He'll be, you know, all ass and elbows digging around in the trash, and then he'll pull something up and it'll be like a pair of really expensive men's shoes from the 1970s that are collectible, or a book, or, you know, something wonderful. He is really he's really talented when it comes to trash picking. So what have I done today? Well, I'm working on my 4th bag of garbage from the kitchen, and I'm very proud of that. A lot of the kitchen food has been gone out to the pigs or the ducks or the dogs. I had a bunch of eggs. I'm not sure when they weren't bad. I just didn't want to eat them because they'd been in there for a while. So I scrambled up a huge thing of eggs that went to, you know, was parsed out among the pigs and the dogs. And then I had a lot of, you know, grains and just different things that had been sitting there for a while, almonds and stuff. And that got thrown out to the animals, and they enjoyed that. So I'm making a real dent in the kitchen, and I'm glad because, you know, how long can you hold on to a box of nori snacks that expired in 2012? I mean, you know, you just gotta let that stuff go. You gotta let it go. So that's what I've been doing. Refrigerator is cleaned out, although I still need to go back and do a final wipe with Clorox water. So everything's been wiped down and all the walls and everything, and it's, you know, we're starting from zero on that. So I have been getting stuff done, even though I've been, I don't know, kind of languid lately. I'm still focusing on the idea of what I haven't gotten done this summer and what I need to finish. That's part of why I've sort of lit a fire under myself to work on the kitchen. I'm continuing to keep those Alamis ideas in my head about what, you know, what I need to continue to act as if I'm the ant and not the grasshopper. I'm normally the grasshopper, right? But right now I have to put on my ant hat, and I need to just keep working because winter is coming, and in more ways than one. And you know, it's just time to, what's the old cliche? I speak in cliches all the time. I should know it. Make hay while the sun shines. I gotta make hay while the sun shines. So that's what I'm doing. What else is going on? That's about all. I'm just getting through my day one step at a time. And I hope all you are as well. I know there's lots of rain in the Midwest and on the East Coast, and you guys are dealing with weird weather too. I know it's super hot in places it's not supposed to be hot. So let's all just keep getting through this summer, because autumn is on its way and the weather will lie down and be still for us. Our sweet Mia. She likes to lie on this table because it's next to where I'm normally sitting. Hi, baby girl. She still has a drain in her ear and it's just bugging her. So we're going to go back to the vet on Monday, make sure it's okay. It doesn't look hot or infected. It just looks kind of funky, right, sweetie? Oh, my sweet girl. Such a good kitty. I hate having the e-collar on her, but it keeps her from, you know, pawing at herself. Right, darling? Yes, my sweet girl. Here's a little look at my cluttery house with all my cluttery things. There's a big old pile of antique clothing I need to go through. It needs to be cleaned and packed away and separated. There's a bunch of stuff in here that will not withstand a cleaning, but I need to get it to my daughter because this is all her family stuff right here. But there's some really interesting things in this pile. These are table drapes, like curtains and dresser scarves, and some of this stuff is just falling apart. This thing, I have no idea what this is. Looks like it might be a little slip or something. It's got elastic around the top. I'm not sure. Couple of old hats, little old corduroy hat, and a little sailor hat. I think I can clean that up for our grandson. And here's this is a bathing cap, probably went with someone's, you know, swimming dress from the 1910s or 20s is my guess. And here again is some sort of, I'm going to guess these were curtains, I'm thinking. And again, they're really delicate. It's just a piece of stuff. And here's a night dress. Here's an antique night dress to go with my paint. Here, I'm going to put it on so you can see it. It's got a crocheted yoke and a little crocheted edge there, and it's just a nice long, very, very long hemmed it was either a night dress or a corset cover. Hard to tell. I don't know what they actually wore that with. Here is a beautiful petticoat slip thing, and it has some I forgot what this is called, eyelet, some sort of eyelet work, some machined trim there, and some more eyelet work down there. I think this was all done by machine. I don't think this was done by hand. And again, this is, let's see, what else do we have? This is a little, it was probably a slip because it has a bodice part at the top, and it has these little lace insertion detailing around the bottom. What else do we have? Oh, this is kind of pretty. It's another slip, and it has lace insertion too. Pretty little lace insertion around the bottom. So pretty. Let's see, what else do we have? This is another. This is a, what the heck is this? Oh, this is another either corset cover or nightie, and this was built for a rather large woman. This is practically Cheryl sized right here. Very long, made of linen, with just a simple machine sewn hem. It's just some regular old lace somebody had saved off of something. And let's see, what else do we have? Ooh. Oh, this is a fun piece right here. This is a motoring coat. It's a double-breasted linen coat. It's kind of fallen apart, but this is what you would wear when you got into your horseless carriage, and you would wear this over your clothes so you wouldn't get soot and stuff all over your horseless carriage. I mean, all over your clothes from your horseless carriage, and that's kind of in tatters. You know, so much of this just does not last well, you know, being in a trunk for 150 years. Here's another beautiful detail from the edge of this slip. And let's see, what else do I have? Oh, let's see. Just more, I mean, a lot of little slips that are here's a man's shirt. This is in pretty good shape. I think I can save this for her pretty well. This is a age 14 Puritan, neck 13 is what it says. It is a linen shirt without a collar, because you would put the collar on separately. So this is kind of neat. It's a beautiful little thing. Probably get that saved. That is what I have got to very carefully clean and try to preserve. You know, I was just watching some videos. A friend of mine and I were up late last night. We were talking in the middle of the night, and she said that she often watches this channel. It's called Beltane Cottage. Anyhow, it's this woman who has created this beautiful handmade home and garden, this gorgeous cottage life that she's pretty much hand built from the ground up. and it's her happy place, and she will walk you through her house and garden and tell stories. I'm not sure what her first name is. Anyway, I just love watching her videos. They're so relaxing. And I was watching a video today, and she was talking about the same thing that my friend and I were talking about last night, which is the idea that you, instead of looking at 60 as the end of your productive life, you really need to flip the script and look at, your late 50s on to death, whatever that's going to be, as your next stage of productivity. And in that stage of productivity, you need to ask yourself the question, what makes you happy? And that's what we talked about last night, and that's what this gal was talking about. Now, for her, making her happy, part of it is, of course, creating her beautiful creative life, but also she's in this like decluttering phase where she's getting rid of things, giving things away. And it occurred to me, that doesn't make me happy yet. Decluttering does not make me happy. Organizing makes me happy. Knowing what I have and where it is, that makes me happy. But I still love my stuff. I love my old, broken, beautiful junk. And I am not at a place in my life where I'm interested in giving that up. I'm very interested in going through it, repacking, marking boxes, knowing where everything is in my little storage area, and being able to get to what I have when I want it. That I'm into. But I don't want to minimalize. That doesn't interest me. And you know what? That's okay. It doesn't matter that everybody else is into minimalization and editing and living small with with very few items. That's okay if that's what makes you happy. Doesn't make me happy, so I'm simply not going to go there. And that's very freeing, because sometimes you feel as if you are swimming against the tide. All the fish are coming at you and they're saying, howdy, we're going back here over here to do this thing. But for some reason, you got to swim in this other direction. So, you wave hi to all the other fish and you just keep going into the sunset. And that is me. A dear friend of mine here on YouTube said that she likens herself to a mermaid too. And she says she's just swimming towards the sunset. And that is what I'm doing. I'm swimming towards the sunset. So, yeah, I'm going to edit all this stuff together and get it uploaded. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!